Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed, baby. Now, let's talk a little Terence Crawford news. Best fighter in the world right now, pound for pound number one. Baddest one we in boxing right now. You know, there's many examples of it. You know, some of the things that people think this man is capable of. You know, letting you know what people think of Terence Crawford now. Took him a while. Terence Crawford's career was awesome from the beginning. You know, if you can go way back to his first fight with Prescott, he wasn't supposed to win that. And since beating Prescott, moving up in divisions, becoming undisputed, you know, being in the pound for pound discussion for the last 5, 6 years, you know, and he's right now, he's at the point after beating Spence where, you know, whatever he does has to be significant. We're looking for opponents for Crawford. And we don't really have many, you know what I'm saying? Even yesterday I was doing a video about, because I've heard many people talking about, you know, the Manny Pacquiao, that Manny Pacquiao would beat him and stuff like that. And I just wanted to do the video so I can see what people would really think, that if that fight was really going to happen. Then you start seeing the truth come out again, like it used to be. Like you Pacquiao better leave Crawford alone. I knew that was going to happen. That's some of the comments. People that, you know, that's a done deal. Pacquiao's older now, you know, but those people who were saying that Pacquiao could possibly beat Terence Crawford, you know, they're talking about now, with his age being what it is. And I'm thinking, well, if you really were going to make that fight, then people will start saying, oh, you know, Manny Pacquiao needs to leave him alone. He's too old, and this and that. And that's what's really up. I don't think Pacquiao's going to try to get in the ring with no damn Terence Crawford, because if he would have did it a long time ago when it was super lucrative, right? But so that's not going to happen. So we're looking for, you know, opponents for Terence Crawford, because it can't be Spence. Did a video about that about a week ago. It can't be Spence. You know, no one wants to see that. We need to see Spence recover and then get in there with a fighter or two, you know, to make sure that he's okay. You know, and then you can fight a Terence Crawford. I don't think we want to see Spence fight Crawford right away. There's a built-in excuse. Spence is not well right now. You know, his just, those eyes have to recover, and he needs to recover, and he got a beat down in that fight, so he needs to come back and show something. So that's not a good fight right now. Boots Ennis, really good fight is talents-wise, but Crawford needs to be in something extremely significant. So I think that, you know, I think even Boots should fight whoever the baddest dude left in welterweight, which I said it's not really, you know, if you're not looking at Kavalikis or something like that, because Virgil Ortiz has moved up. So it's not really too many people down there to make that fight really awesome, you know, just so Boots can beat somebody who, you know, people think, damn, the Boots would have a problem with, you know, and maybe Boots becomes undisputed there or something. Put a little bit more significance on the fight when it comes to Terence Crawford, because, you know, he's 36. He ain't got too much time to be just fighting anybody, right? And the new one's coming. It's a very good one. It's Tim Chu. Now, Tim Chu is down there. You know, he's got the WBO title in the 154-pound division, right? And Tim Chu is Tim Chu. You know, he's Costa Chu's son and been raised in hell in that 154-pound division. I think if right now, if you would ask a lot of people who the best guy is in that division, it's going to be between him and Jamel Charlo. And I think it would, you know, probably Chu would have the nod here. As of right now, when you're looking at the momentum, Jamel Charlo going up against Canelo and having a lackluster performance when he was trying to just basically survive has probably taken a little stock off his name. Even though, let's be real, at 154, he became undisputed. We have to respect Jamel Charlo for that. But right now, people are, you know, what do you call it, recency bias. So I think that, you know, recently the momentum would lean towards Tim Chu. So therefore, that's a good fight for Crawford. Me personally, I would like even Tim Chu to be able to maybe fight the Jamel Charlo or Virgil Ortiz or something, to even put some more significance on it before he fights Crawford, right? That's why I was thinking with Crawford, go and fight Pacquiao while the 154-pound division gets something together that is super significant. But if not, that's not to happen. Everything doesn't happen perfectly. Tim Chu is a decent fight for sure, because you don't really have too much going on right now. The other fight that we were thinking was outlandish for some people is the Canelo fight at 168 pounds, moving up 3 weight divisions. A lot of people say Canelo is just too big for Terence Crawford to move up another 3 weight divisions, because he's already moved up 3. That would be 6 weight divisions, really 6 weight divisions, from the 135 pound division to 168 pound division. And, you know, so you got the lightweight, the junior welter, junior middle, and then middle, and then super middle, right? So those are 6 weight divisions for your butt, right? That's a hard ask, and Crawford's not that damn big, so moving up another 3 is a problem. But there's people in the business, and who believe that Terence Crawford would have a shot, even at Canelo, even at that big weight. One would be, his boy, um, Timothy Bradley, of course, but Timothy Bradley is always talking positive about Terence Crawford. I mean, he has sparred with the man before. He thinks Terence Crawford has what it takes to outpoint Canelo, and if he can stay away from being basically clipped with something, that he can do it. That's how my opinion is the same here. But then you have Teddy Atlas telling you, you think Crawford's going to be surprised that Canelo's hitting hard at 168 pounds. He thinks that Terence Crawford would be able to do that as well. Here's the one that we're going to talk about, Dimitri Bivol. Dimitri Bivol, 175-pound champion, the one that you probably know him from beating Canelo. Canelo was going up to 175 pounds, thinking he was going to take the lighter touch between Beterbiev and Bivol. Went up there and messed with Bivol and got whitewashed. Got beat resoundingly. Didn't rematch Bivol. Bivol's not a big 175-pounder. Bivol offered Canelo the rematch at his weight at 168 pounds. Canelo didn't accept, which I told you he wasn't, because if he would have done that, he wouldn't have any belts right now. So Canelo just basically ignores the rematch with Bivol. Bivol is one of guys right now who we could really say is a living legend. He's coming into that, in my opinion. It's just my point about when you're looking at boxing. It's not only the fights that they fight. It's the fights that they fight, the fights that they want to have, right? How they master these fights when they get them. All those included. And the fact that it's like sometimes, they don't get the props that they should be getting, right? Dimitri Bivol is basically done really well in his weight division, 175 pounds. There is only Beterbiev left for him to become undisputed, which is going to be a good fight. I got Bivol on that one, even though Beterbiev is 20-0 with 20 knockouts. I just got Bivol. I'm not ever going against Bivol. I've seen him just do too many things. Beating Canelo like that, it was okay. But his next fight was Gilberto Ramirez, undefeated, 40-something, 45, I think, and Gilberto Ramirez. And to beat him coming off of Canelo, a short, power-punching orthodox fighter, to going up to a tall volume puncher in Gilberto Ramirez and pitch a shutout against him was just incredible for me. And all the other things he beat, if it's Joe Smith or whoever it was, Bivol has handled his business and he doesn't really get the respect he deserves, but lately he has, because he's in a lot of people's top 5 pound for pound, like the other, like Alexander Usyk as well. Someone else who, wouldn't get his just due after winning the Super 6 tournament at the light heavyweight division, at the cruiserweight division, but now he is getting his flowers, so, everything's cool. Bottom line is, Bivol thinks that Terence Crawford has what it takes to go up to fight Canelo and do well against Canelo. He says the fact that he's just trying to do it, he's the best fighter in the world. If he's trying to do it, then it's possible, because he's just not counting against your boy Terence Crawford. And it's just, for me, this is a video where it's just great fighters, people who are in the know, is even thinking that Terence Crawford can go up another 3 weight divisions and compete with the Canelo, who many people consider as one of the top, 3 pound for pound guys. I'm not one of those. Canelo's not. Canelo would be low top 10s, if that, in my opinion. But I have my reasons for that, right? Because I think there's a lot of things he could improve. But Canelo is still a good fighter, immaculate defense. A lot of people say he gets hit that much, but I think Canelo's upper body movement, head movement is ridiculous, awesome, right? I mean, ridiculous. You can see it against Danny Jacobs. You saw it against Gennady Golovkin as well. Canelo got some real good defense, and he's hitting hard. He's throwing power punches, especially to the body, right? And he has an immaculate chin. So therefore, and a real great boxer's IQ. Only the best of the best are going to beat Canelo. But the guys I'm talking about are the best of the best. I would have Demetrius Andrade beating Canelo. Bivol, I would have him in a rematch beating Canelo. I think David Morrell Benavidez outpoints Canelo as well. So, I have a few people beating him, but that doesn't mean Canelo ain't awesome. You know what I mean? You have to have the best of the best who's going to beat a Canelo. And I'm talking about even fair. Forget the fact that you can beat Canelo and don't get the nod. Ask Erislandy Lara. Ask Austin Trout with open scoring in San Antonio. The open scoring, right? Told him he lost the first 4 rounds, right? And he didn't. And then he had to go out there and change his damn game plan. I still don't like that. So it's a lot of things with Canelo. But Canelo's awesome. When you just say something about him, there's people that are behind him fanatically. That has nothing to do with boxing, though. But whatever. Canelo's awesome, but there's more people that are more awesome and don't get as much credit. And Bivol is one of those. So at the end of the day, if Bivol say that Terence Crawford can hang with Canelo Alvarez, just like Lennox Lewis, y'all might ought to want to listen. Dome Sports Talk Worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.